Okay. What's up, YouTube? I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I'm new to this. And I did make some videos on StreamYard, but I never really posted it live. I guess this has gone out live to my YouTube page. But I'm here to talk about my health journey. Uh, around August, close to August 29th, I found out that my A1C, which is a measure of the glucose in your or the sugar in your blood over a span of 3 months, I found out that that was 7.9. Anywhere between 5.7 and 6.4 is pre-diabetes. 6.5 and over is they consider you you to be a diabetic. When you have diabetes, they want to control your A1C. They want to keep it at 7 or under. After it goes over 7, it starts really complicating things. And diabetes is a metabolic disease, just like hypertension, and they call these metabolic diseases high cholesterol, hypertension, and diabetes. So my blood sugar had gotten to my A1C had gotten to 7.9. That's the A1C. A blood glucose, when they test to see if you're going to be susceptible to diabetes, they might do a fasting glucose test. A fasting glucose test is when, let's say, you eat dinner overnight and you wake up in the morning, but you don't eat anything, and you go to the doctor at 10 o'clock and he pricks your finger. If that blood sugar is under 100, they consider you to be normal. But if it's over 100, they consider that you might have a diabetic problem. But I have read books that basically says that every human being is on their way to becoming a diabetic, even like 80, 87, 90, because the foods that they're making today, our pancreas or our body is just not able to process the sugar out of the body the way our bodies were designed for, because just high fructose, corn syrup, and all of, and just about everything, just sugar and everything. Cereal and crackers and everything like that are the worst thing. So when I found out that my blood sugar was 7.9, I said to myself, this is only going to get worse. I'm 67 years old. Diabetes leads to strokes and heart attacks. I can't treat myself like I treated myself when I was like 10 years old, 15, 20, 25, 30 years old. I can't go out and eat ice cream and cake. I can't have pizza, hot dogs, and hamburgers and French fries and Apple Jacks and wash it down with Coca-Cola and Hi-C orange juice and stuff like that. I have to be more conscious of what I'm putting into my body. And I have to also be more I have to exercise more. I have to have more movement and activity in my life. I had gone all the way up to 272 pounds. To give you an example how small I was, I joined the fire department in 1987. I was about 150 pounds. I graduated high school in 1975. I was about 88 pounds. I was 17 years old and I was about 88 pounds. When I was always as a kid, everybody always thought I was younger. When I was 9, they might have thought that I was 6. When I was 12, they might have thought that I was about 7 or 8. When I was 15, they thought I was like 11. When I was in high school, they basically a couple of times, they wanted to like throw me out of the school because they couldn't believe that I was, I was a student there. I used to substitute, and I used to substitute at a high school, and I would walk around the halls, and the teachers would try to stop me and ask me, where's my hall pass? So I'm just giving you an idea, how small I used to be. But up until August 29th of this year, I was 272 pounds. The highest weight that I have gotten to was, I think I got to either 278. I think I got to two. I don't know if I even got to 280. I think the highest I got was 278. The last time I weighed myself, I was 247. So, and how I lost the weight is, see, I'm always the type of person that, I used to fast. I used to go on juice fasts. I used to fast, go on water fast, just drink water for like 3 or 4 days. One time I went on a fast, not eating anything and only drinking water and going out running like 6 or 7 miles. Not in like one of those suits, like there used to be these plastic suits that you put on and it make you sweat. I used to run in suits like that, like 6 or 7 miles on an empty stomach, 3.5 miles. One time I did it, I basically passed out. My body just didn't have no energy or no fuel. I really wasn't experienced about how to go about doing that. But this time, one time I went 100 days without, only thing I did was drink vegetable juices, like spinach and celery, cucumber juice. And I might have thrown in a couple of green apples just to, give it a little flavor and a hint of some sugar. But when I did that, I think I went down from like 250 some. I think I was weighing around 254 around that time, but I went from like 250 something down to I think I got down to like not 216, maybe 218. But then diets like that, that's not like practical. Who wants to drink cucumber juice and celery juice every day? So I done that a couple of times and I lost the weight, but over, I slowly gained it back. When I broke the fast, I slowly gained it back. But this time I decided to do something different. I said, I'm just going to cut the carbs. I'm going to cut the sugar, and I'm going to go to the gym every day. So I didn't completely cut carbs out because sometimes when I'm weak and lightheaded, I feel like I got to have a cracker. So I have a cracker with some tuna fish on it. That's like a snack. Or for sugar, I have an apple or an orange. I noticed that if I eat a banana, it kind of spikes my sugar up a little high. I don't know. I think if I was to take my sugar right now, it'd probably be 98, because for some reason I've been getting like my fasting sugar has been like 101, 98. One time it was 113, 107. And like the 113 and the 107, to me, that's high. And I can only guess that the reason why it gets that high is because I've been adding apple cider with water with my meals. Like when I was eating breakfast, for my drink, I have apple cider and water. So that's the only thing I can think of. But for me losing weight, when I go to the gym, I go and I do like do stand on my tippy toes and come back down, to work my calf muscles. I do that 20 times for 4 sets of 20 reps. Then I do the knee bends. I do 4 sets of 10 reps. Then I do push-ups. I do 4 sets of 8 reps. And that's my warm-up. Then I go like, work on the machines and, pull down, and, I do the crunch, work my stomach. I like to do, I forgot what they're called. You hold on to 2 handles, dips. I can't even do 1 dip or a pull-up. I'm trying to do the dips and the pull-ups, but I really can't do them. So right now, like I do those warm-up exercises that I just mentioned, and I mess with a couple of machines, and then I do the crunches, and then I do the twist machine where you twist your waist, and just keep moving. And then after that, I go on the bicycle. I do 30 minutes on the bicycle on level 2. And then I do 30 minutes on a treadmill. The incline is at 2 and the speed is at 2.8. So after I do that, then I go, I lift the bench press. I do the bench press. I do 45, 90, and the bar is 40. So that's 135. So I bench press 135. I do it 8 times, 4 times. I do 8 reps 4 times. So I do that. Then I do the dumbbells. I only do like maybe 6 reps twice, 2 sets of 6 reps. And so that's my workout. Then I go to the swimming pool, and now I always thought a lap was down and back. You go down and you come back. That's 1 lap. When I used to work out, I can only do that 1 time. I can't go down 1 time. I can probably do it now, and I can probably go down 1 time without stopping and come back 1 time. I can probably do that without stopping. But what I do is I go down, I stop, I rest for a minute, I come back, I stop, I rest for a minute, go down, stop for a minute, and come back, rest for a minute. And I was doing 4. I started out doing maybe 2, then I did 3, then I did 4, then I did 6, and now I jumped up to doing 7. So since I've been doing that, like since August 29th, the last I checked, I weighed 247. So now I was at 272. So that's 25 pounds. So I think I lost 25 pounds. And I'm satisfied with that. I kind of like was discouraged because I check myself every Sunday, and I had gotten on the scale, and I only lost I think I lost it wasn't even a half a pound. I think I lost 4 ounces in a week. And my goal was to lose 2 pounds a week. That would be like 100. If I lost 2 pounds a week in 10 months, that's 100 pounds, which I'm not trying to lose 100 pounds. I wanted to get down to 190, but now I think my goal is just to lose weight, just so that I can look good in clothes. Because when I dress up, let's say I put on a nice pair of slacks and a nice shirt, if your stomach is poking out, it really doesn't look that good. So now I'm more focused on losing weight just so that I can look better. Not just so that I can look better. I'm lose weight to get my sugar down and my blood pressure down. Speaking of blood pressure, I taking my medication. I'm on Benicar. It's like olmesartan. It's like Benicar. And when I was going to the doctors, I'd probably be like 130 over 87, or like sometimes 128 over this or 124. But a lot of times it hovers around like 128 over, let's say, 86 or something like that with blood pressure medicine. So, but since me not working out, I noticed I was getting real lightheaded. I'm talking about like, I really didn't want to do this. I was weak and lightheaded, and I would drink water or try to drink apple cider mixed with water to give me some energy. But now I'm realizing, I'm thinking that it's because I don't got no sugar in my body. But now I'm realizing it could be because my blood pressure got down too low. And I really got to be careful because taking medication while you're working out is going to reduce your blood pressure. But if you're reducing your blood pressure by working out, you got to compensate and start reducing your medication. People going to say, you ain't no doctor. You better do what your doctor tells you to. I made a Facebook post, and I know people are going to clap back at me saying, don't try to do this yourself. You're not a doctor. Listen to what your doctor says. Your doctor. You don't really go to a doctor unless you're trauma. They're good in helping you with trauma. If you break your arm, break your leg, of course I want to go to a doctor. If I fall off a ladder or get hit by a car, of course I want to go to the doctor, get operated on. He stitched me up and splint my leg, and if I got a broken leg, broken back, or whatever. But as far as a doctor telling you how you should reduce your blood pressure with high blood pressure medications, or you should control your diabetes by giving you insulin, that's barbaric thinking. So I don't really agree with doctors. But doing my exercise and taking my medication at the same time, my blood pressure got too low. It was like 87 over 63 and 80, like 85 over, 64. So I didn't take my blood pressure medicine today. And like normally when I don't take my blood pressure medicine, let's say it might be like 140 over 88 or 90. My blood pressure has I've never seen my blood pressure as high as like 180 over something or 200 over something, which my sister who passed away, her blood pressure used to get that high, like 212 over 121. That's stroke. My brother's blood pressure got up that high. I saw my nephew's blood pressure get like 180 over something. I was trying to convince him, talk to him that he needs to go see, he needs to get on blood pressure medication. So my working out, I think I'm controlling my blood pressure. Not only am I controlling my blood pressure, I'm controlling my blood sugar. I'm going to take my blood sugar now. I didn't take it this morning, which I should have taken it this morning before I had a dentist appointment before I went, but I was running a little late and I was hungry. I didn't want to go to the dentist hungry because, I went to vote. I don't like really going outside without having some food in my stomach, especially if you're diabetic. You gotta have food in your stomach. But I'm getting ready to take my blood sugar now. The last time I ate is 135 now. I'm gonna say it probably was around 10:35. So that's 3 hours ago. Yeah, I think so. So from the American Diabetic Association, they had these rules that If you eat something and your sugar spikes within 2 hours after eating, it's supposed to be back down to under 140. I just pricked myself. So I'm gonna see if I'm like 110, I don't mind. But it's 3 hours after eating. I wish I was down to like 95. I'd be happy. Down there. I'll let y'all see what it's gonna be. Oops. Oh, 112. Damn. Well, that's high. But at least it's not. My A1C of my A1C of 7.9 equates to an average blood sugar of about 175. Let me oh, you guys can't see. I'll do it on my phone. Okay. I'm gonna do it on my phone. My blood sugar was 112. I'm gonna see what if I have an average blood sugar of 112. I think that would give me an A1C of about 5.6. And 5.6 is close to 5.7, which would still be considered pre-diabetes. But let's see here. I just got to figure out why my blood sugar is high like that. 1 second, y'all. I'm loading up my phone. I'm gonna ask Google. What does a blood glucose level of 112 equate to in A1C? Okay, here it says the blood glucose level of 112 roughly corresponds to an A1C level of around 6.0, which that puts you in the pre-diabetic range. But I even think this is, I think this is wrong because they have other charts that they have the conversion charts. I'm going to do the A1C conversion chart. Okay, blood glucose level 112 falls within the range typically associated with an A1C between 5.7 and 6.4, which is considered pre-diabetes. Okay, now let's go to the conversion chart. Okay, I'm going to show you what the conversion chart looks like. It's not coming up. A1C conversion chart. A1C conversion chart. Okay, here's a calculator. This is the one I usually use. This A1C, you want EAG to A1C. Okay, so I'm going to change that. Let's see, can y'all see this? All right. And I'm going to put in what my blood sugar was. 112. Calculate. All right. I calculated it, right? And it said, in other words, if my A1C was around 112, the calculator, you can't see it because there's light shining on here, but it says 5.5. So 5.5 would take me out of the pre-diabetes range. So Normally my blood sugar, you know, a lot of times my blood sugar is 98, 87 and stuff like that. But I'm not going to try to get my blood glucose level down to I'm not going to worry about it being like 98 or 80 or whatever. As long as I know that my A1C is within 5.5, then I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, because I'm going to be losing weight, because when you have diabetes, it's really insulin resistance. It means that the cells in your body, the beta cells in your pancreas, or the insulin can't bring sugar, can't unlock the door to get the insulin into your cells, to get the sugar. The insulin brings the sugar into your cells, or the glucose into your cells. When you're diabetic, your cells are resistant to insulin. They're basically saying, look, we got too much sugar as it is. We don't need no more sugar. So the insulin can't get in to bring the sugar. So the insulin has to go back into your blood. And now you got too much sugar and too much insulin in your blood, and it destroys the tiny vessels. That's why people have nerve damage. You know, their feet start, you know, they get like the stinging in their feet, and, you know, their eye vessels go bad, their heart vessels go bad, because of the too much insulin in the blood. So basically, that's, you know, what I wanted to say. You have diabetes, or if you have high blood pressure, exercise and eat a different diet. A lot of people, they stop eating meat. That works for them, but I'm not going to do anything extreme at this point. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing because it seemed to be working. I mean, I do want to stop eating meat because I love eating meat, but, you know, I'm for some reason, I don't think we were designed to eat meat. But anyway, I hope you guys got something from this, and I hope I can get a following, because not only will I talk about health issues, I'll talk about religious issues, or all types of issues, UFOs, paranormal stuff, all kinds of stuff. All right, later. End stream. Thought I ended it.